So you have that one Supreme item you want to buy, or maybe many Supreme items you want to buy. Like you want to start a collection, you want to grow your collection, but you don't have any money to start with. So today in this video, I'm going to teach you all how you guys can then make money for Supreme so you can buy it, and basically how you guys can get Supreme and really start out buying and growing your collection. So let's get started. So today I'm going to be showing you all again those methods on how you guys can make money and then be able to buy your grails, those items you always desired, get a bunch of box logos, how you guys can do that from this video, and hopefully it will help you and teach you how. Some methods that I don't think many people have shared before, and then some are more traditional methods that don't work as well as they used to, but they do work occasionally, and they're, you know, they always stick with the traditional methods and always add those new methods too. But I hope you guys will enjoy this video. If you're new, be sure to guys subscribe if you want more videos like this, and drop a like in this video. Let's even hit 200 likes on this reselling video. I'd really appreciate that. And yeah, let's get started. But the first method is just a really quick one I want to go over. It's getting a job, all right? Just get a job, that's simple enough. You can save some of the money for later on, and you can spend some of it now to buy those items you want. Just get a job. That's the most basic one to start out with. We're gonna start out with that, and we're gonna move on real quick to the next method. So the next method actually involves this reselling thing that I sort of came up with. Now, I know this is like probably a very traditional method, but I don't think many people look into it, and I feel like more people should be looking into it. Now, again, I would just recommend, you know, getting a job is probably the easiest method on here, the most stable method, but this one is also a method that can make you a lot at once, and I think it's a good idea. So basically, go in the app StockX, or just find those Supreme items that were pretty slept on, all right? And I know that's hard to. A good example of one was the Fox Racing helmet. When that dropped, it did drop for a bit of an expensive amount, so if you don't have that much money to spend at retail, that's fine. But then look what it's going for. Like, look at the chart. Just look at the chart of some of these items. Like, this is the method I'm talking about, is making investments in those items before they spike up in value. Now, again, some items I know are a good investment, really Fox Racing goggles. I don't know if that's spiked up yet. I haven't checked them recently, but basically just investing in these items. Now, I know I'm using big words, but just to keep it simple, here's what I'm gonna say. Put money in, get a lot more money out than you spent at the start. It's pretty much like that, and you make a big profit by selling those items back to people when they're at that high price. So when they're at that peak price and you think they're at the highest they're gonna get to, sell them, sell every single one you got. So let's say, you know, you got 3 Fox Racing helmets for 400, and let's say now they're at, I'm just making this up because I haven't checked the helmets. Let's say they're now at 1,000 for them. That's a $600 each. Sell all 3, that's $1,800 off those 3 helmets. And this is, you know, reselling pretty much, I would say, but I think StockX is actually really good at this because you can look at the items that are increasing in value and look at the charts, just look at them, look at the patterns, and you can definitely find those items you can make a ton off of. And that's the first method I would recommend with reselling. It's just investing in the items while they're low, get the hyped items, and make sure, you know, especially with collaborations like Fox Racing that are dropping items like helmets and goggles, just look up for items like that. Even with like some box logos, if the box logo is not going for as much as you think at the start, a good example of a box logo that was going for not too much at the start, but is now going for a lot more for some reason, was the Supreme Comme des Garçons hoodie in white. That was going for like 400, 300, and now it's going for 700, 800, I believe, if I'm correct. So if you think about that, that's another example right there, just making those investments. And sometimes it takes a while, sometimes it can take a month or two, but then making $1,800 is pretty dope, I would say, off some helmets, and being able to say that, that's pretty interesting. So first method I recommend, making investments in those hyped items before they spike up in value. That's my first method. It's definitely looked over, and I feel like if a lot more people did it, then, I mean, obviously, you know, if a lot of people did it, it wouldn't be as popular as or would be a more popular method, wouldn't be as effective. But you guys can use this method. I thought I'd share it. I use it sometimes, and it's a good one, and then you can buy your growth. Oh, and by the way, the method I just discussed is like called like stashing or something. A lot of people, a lot of Instagram resellers do it. They take these items that they think are gonna go up in value in the future, and they hold them, and then when they go up, they sell them. But I've only seen a few people do it, so I feel like it's actually a very slept on method, like the items that are slept on that you're gonna be saving to make money on. So quick explanation of what it's called, and I know a few people that do it, and they're pretty successful with it. My next method though, even if you're not someone that likes traveling or going to events, sneaker events are it. I know I cannot stress this enough. Sneaker events are it. Just everything about them. People are always selling items for way lower than they should be probably, and even though they can't get rid of them, they probably should wait to hold them. Like, I know some people that have had items that they've sold there for way under the price that they're actually worth, and a few months later, bam, they're way up in value. So basically, go to these sneaker events and try and find the items that, like, have a list in your head, if you can, of items that you know are gonna go up in value, and find them, try and negotiate a low price on them, and then just hold them. So basically, this is where you do it right here, and then actually you may even be able to resell it at that event for like 20 or 30 bucks, and just do that with a bunch of items. So let's say you do that with like 5 items, so it's 150 bucks at one event, which I'd say is decent. It's not like amazing, but again, it's a traditional method. Like, if you start out with nothing, That's how you get stuff. And if you start with $0, you buy these items, make a huge investment, and then suddenly have $1,800 and you put the profit back and all that math things, and you suddenly have $1,000 of your own, then that's money you can use to then grow it even more. Like save some of that other money and then use more at that sneaker event to just keep making investments and making them go up and up and up. Now again, it's just called reselling basically, but just get the items for retail if you can, but if you can't get them for retail, try and negotiate people to a really low price on them and save them at the sneaker events. And with sneaker events, again, just you can find so many steals. Like it's steal heaven, literally steal heaven. Like everything there is priced lower than it should be, and you can find a lot of items for retail in even lower prices sometimes. So just save the items at sneaker events that you find, and you'll be able to sell them for more online. Oh, and by the way, when you get these items and you want to sell them online once they're going up, the places to sell them, I mean, I wouldn't recommend it too much as long as you don't sell it for too low. If you sell it for the right price, then I'm fine with it. StockX, you can sell it there. Grailed, eBay, Instagram. Instagram reselling is not as popular as it used to be, but it still is a method you can use. So you can sell on Instagram. Those are 4 platforms I'd recommend. You can sell on Bump also. Bump's a good app. And you know this is an app coming out called Project Grail. It looks pretty solid, really good seller fees, and it looks like they're gonna be doing a lot of good things for the market. So I'm looking forward to Project Grail. And those are just a few platforms you can sell on. Thought I'd list those out because when those items go up, you wanna sell them immediately, and that's where you can sell them. Oh, and all the places that I just listed are also places you can find these items for steals. And just basically, you know, even like the sneaker event method that I explained, hopefully, that's where you can find items like grails you want to get for really cheap. And also like StockX is a pretty decent place, I'd say, where you can buy items. So just buying these items, you can find them on these platforms too. Just gotta find the right ones, and basically you just go to like the lowest price and scroll through them, get them legit checked, and that's how you really buy those items for cheap. So once you made the money, you can then find a place to buy them cheap, which are basically the exact same places you sell them. But yeah, that's pretty much this video. Basically what I explained was places you can sell the items, how you can make that money for those items even if you start with $0, and just how to do it. And basically what I would call this video is almost like how to make a lot of money off Supreme on StockX. Like that's what I'd sort of call this video. It's basically using StockX to your advantage, and it doesn't mean selling it on StockX. It just means looking at the charts they provide. They provide those charts for a reason, to see when the items will go up in value. So a huge celebrity wears the item, even though celebrities I've noticed haven't had like that gigantic of an influence as they used to on like a Supreme item. If a celebrity starts heavily rocking like some Supreme item, you see the item starting to go up in value a bit by bit, you may want to invest in that item. And just even if you know the item's going to go up in value one day, just buy it when it's low, buy it for retail, and then hold it for as long as you can. And even if it hasn't gone up, you just basically need patience, and you will basically be able to be successful with these items. And yeah, those are just my methods. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you're new, be sure to subscribe, drop a like, and let me know if this video was helpful. Again, I'm trying to be as helpful as possible, and make this video quicker so you guys can move on with your day. So I just want to say thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it, and go out there and make some money. So yeah, peace out.